In this video we will practice factoring trinomials. Trinomials will usually factor as a binomial times a binomial. So you should always check and see if there's a common factor, but if there's not, then go ahead and set up for a binomial times a binomial. Start with the first term. 3x squared is what times what? 3x squared can only factor as 3x times x. Skip the middle term for now. Look at the last term, the number 2. 2 can only factor as 2 times 1, which is the same thing as 1 times 2. Now it matters which one I put where. Let's see. Let me choose wrong for a minute just so I can show you how I know it's wrong. Say if I went for 1 times 2. Here's how I know this is wrong. Inner plus outer must equal middle. Here's what I mean. Inner, I'm talking about these two terms right here. So inner, I have 1x. Outer, multiplying these, I get 6x. Inner plus outer must equal the middle. The middle I'm trying to get is positive 5x. Now, I can get positive 5x if this is a negative 1 and this is a positive 6. That means this would have to be negative and this would have to be positive. So everything looks good so far except for one thing. In the end, I need to check and make sure I really am getting a positive 2 for the last term. And negative 1 times positive 2 is a negative 2, not a positive 2. Oh, so close. So I'm going to have to give up on that, and instead, let's try it the other way around. Let's try the 2 here and the 1 here. Again, inner plus outer must equal the middle. Inner, I have 2x. Outer, I have 3x. I can get 5x again out of this, but this time, to get 5x, both of these would have to be positive. That would make both of these positive. And this time, positive 2 times positive 1 does give me positive 2, so I know that this is the answer. Let's keep practicing. Take a look at number 16. First step, look and see, is there a common factor? Nope. So let's go ahead and set up for a binomial times a binomial. 3x squared can only factor as 3x times x. Now 8. There are some choices here. 8 will either factor as 2 times 4 or 1 times 8. Well, let's start with 2 times 4 and see how it goes. Inner plus outer must equal the middle. Inner, I have 2x. Outer, I have 12x. No matter how I choose the signs, there's no way I'm going to get a 2 out of this, or a negative 2. Before I give up on the 2 times 4 option, let me try reversing the position. What if I put the 4 here and the 2 there? Now, inner, I have 4x. Outer, I have 6x. Inner plus outer must equal middle. I can get a negative 2x out of this. If this is a positive 4x and if this is a negative 6x, that will make negative 2. So that would make this a positive and this would be a negative. Also, positive 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. So there it is. This is the answer to number 16. Okay, let's take a look at number 17. First glance through and see, is there a common factor? There is not. So once again, let's set up to factor this as a binomial times a binomial. 5x squared. There's only one way that can be factored. 5x times x. Now the number 12. There are 3 ways this can go. 12 can either be 3 times 4, or it could be 2 times 6, or it could be 1 times 12. Let's just go in this order. So first I'm going to try the 3 times 4. Now inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner, I have 3x. Outer, I have 20x. I'm trying to get a middle of negative 28. I could make negative 23 out of this, but I can't get negative 28. This time, reversing the order does not help me. Say if I put the 4 here and the 3 here. Now inner I have 4x, outer I have 15x. That gives me even further away from 28. Okay, so that tells me that the 3 times 4 option is not going to be my answer. Okay, so I can forget about 3 times 4. What about 2 times 6? Inner plus outer must equal middle. Inner I have 2x. Outer I have 30x. I can make a negative 28 out of this if I have a positive 2x and a negative 30. Together that makes negative 28. That means this would be positive and this would be negative. One more thing. Positive 2 times negative 6 does equal negative 12. So that means this is the answer to number 17. That is going to do it for this video. I will see you on the next video.